not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now. So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Subject som kere konsolbabba konsolferino. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason.
Woo! The jam of the summer continues into the fall. Thank you for tuning in to WannaBet. I am Jason. That is Ben. We do everything we can to make you guys as much money as we can. We feel pretty crappy when it doesn't happen, and we love nothing more than cashing together as a betting community and having 3 lobster nights. And yeah, yesterday was absolutely positively a 3 lobster night on this show. We crushed Champions League. We crushed NBA. I did not give out a losing bet on this show, and I gave out damn near 10 bets on this show. And Beltway Ben, we're going to take some of our winnings from last night, and we're going to use it with old Lockin' For LLC to buy some stuffed lobsters, because we need more props on this show, and we need visuals of me holding 2 lobsters with one in my mouth and you triple fisting or double fisting plus eating a lobster at the same time. If I had more time today, I would have gone out to the store and got a lobster roll and smeared it all over my face, because we destroyed yesterday. Destroyed it. Up over 10 units myself. Everything we gave you in Champions League, crushed it. Are we going to get as many goals today as we did yesterday? Maybe. NBA, we told you Golden State. We told you take that number up and go under. Beltway Ben, everything you touched turned to gold. All of our picks in real time available on the Super Discord. Yeah, we're banging mallets. Yeah, we're wearing the bibs, because, yeah, it was damn near perfection yesterday. And this isn't us just playing a couple of minus 180 bullshit bets. This was us doing the work and hammering. Beltway Ben, tell the people about your lobster night.
Yeah, we finished the 3 downs cash. We did lose overtime. We lost 4th and short. Reed Shepherd, 11 points and assists. He cashed the 3rd quarter and then proceeded to come in for Amen Thompson. Kevin Durant and Reed Shepherd, they both cashed their same game parlay. And then Hachimura over 3.5 or over 1.5 3-pointers made. Knocks down 2 at the end of the 2nd quarter. I was so happy he did, because he didn't hit another one. And he hadn't really shot many until the second half, and was just bricking them. But Reed Shepherd, like I said, replaces Thompson in overtime, which was pretty surprising to me. But we did have Thompson over 4.5 assists like a week and a half ago. And that play ended up cashing for us. So it was a very, very good night.
I mean, look, we don't have the bandwidth to put everything up that we do. We do a lot here, but we keep track of everything. We keep score. We're now up 65 units together as a betting consortium, or whatever you want to call it, since we launched this on May 21st. Everything's documented. Everything's recorded. The big plus money, plus 390 Champions League parlays, they're not even up there. But trust me, if you watch the show, you cashed with us. But we can't rest on our laurels, Beltway Ben. 3 lobster night, banging the mallets. You know what it's time to do? Put me back up there, but it is time to put on the foil like the Hanson brothers and beat the shit out of the books again today. Let's freaking go, Beltway Ben. Is it a Bayern Munich hat trick Harry Kane Wednesday? A hat trick Harry Kane. I was thinking of Harry Cool, my old lead striker. Hat trick Harry Kane, Bundesliga. Kick ass with Bayern Munich Day. Yeah, it is. And my goal celebration, when I have a monster day like that, we also pull up the T-shirt and show Choppy R.I.P. That's what the hell's going on around here. Oh, yeah, I go first now because we do this a little bit different. So first down, where are we going? We're going back to Annapolis, Maryland, and the U.S. Naval Academy. Navy was on a bye last week. That pained me because we like betting Navy, and we really love Navy in this spot against FAU. This thing opened at 13.5. We jumped it. Played it then, put it in the Super Discord again. You can go to my bio. You can go to Ben's bio on Twitter and find out about the Super Discord. And then I monitored the lines. And this is a parlay I really like. Navy minus 13.5. Navy to score at least 35 points. That's 5 touchdowns. Navy's undefeated in their last 9 games. They're averaging 34 a game in that span. Navy has the number 1 run offense in the all of the NCAA, and it's an FAU team that can't defend the run at all. In fact, Maryland, one of the worst rushing teams in all of college football. I watched them bully FAU all over the football field. Navy off a bye, Horvath, their quarterback, at least fringy Heisman consideration, and Navy's schedule about to get a lot harder in November. I expect Navy to absolutely destroy FAU. FAU has allowed 17 rushing touchdowns in the last 5 weeks alone. FAU quarterbacks have thrown 12 interceptions, second most in college football. They also create no turnovers. If you can't turn Navy over, they will continue to run explosives in that triple option offense all over you. Horvath can push the ball down the field as well. FAU, in their defeats, those games average a margin of loss of 26.5 points. When FAU's been a double-digit dog, how's it gone for them? Plus 14.5 against Maryland, lost by 32. Plus 14 against Memphis, lost by 29. Plus 20.5 against South Florida, lose by 35. I like Navy to do damage here. First down, Beltway Ben.
Yes, first down, we will go to Kevin Porter Jr. over 18.5 assists against the Wizards tonight. With Dame gone, you have to expect Kevin Porter Jr. to have a strong night. He's going to be playing massive minutes on the squad. And I don't put much stock into preseason. I talk about it all the time. But you can take little things away. Didn't play the fourth quarter in any of the games. Also didn't play the second half in 2 of them. Was more than halfway there in 2 games and was also almost there in the other 2. So he played very well, 14 and 12 in the first 2 preseason games, and then 15 in the next one where he didn't play the fourth quarter, and 19 in the one after that. So, I mean, he's right there in a lot of preseason games with other guys playing. He averaged 15 to 19 points in Houston years ago, before he ended up doing what he did and getting in trouble. You saw his numbers tick up after being traded to Milwaukee last year. When he was in LA, they weren't using him as much. But I do think he's going to be used a bunch with no Dame. Dame's gone. Dame's, of course, hurt and not there anymore. So I do think Kevin Porter has a big night against the Wizards defense, who pretty shaky, especially with the injuries they have. And we should see him go over 18.5 points in assists.
We are with you. Meatball's with you. Choppy. RIP is always with us. Put me down on a unit. I will be jumping on my favorite app as soon as we finish this show. I also am all the Bucks in a bunch of different ways from yesterday's show, which is filled with winners. Go back and watch it before tip-off tonight. There'll be some educated bets in there. Second down, I'm on the NBA. We love betting the NBA. I like betting the Toronto Raptors when I see value, and I see it here. Do I think, I'll just get it out of the way here. Am I also on the Raptors plus 188 on the money line? I am. We can consider that an official bet. Half unit on Raptors money line plus 188. Why do I like them so much? Well, I think they're going to be more improved than Vegas is giving them credit for. They played pretty hard last year despite being absolutely decimated by injury. And with their size and some of the things they can do, it's a bad matchup for Atlanta. They've covered 10 of their last 14 against the Hawks and 4 of their last 5. They've covered 5 straight being played in Atlanta. They've won 3 straight played in Atlanta. How does Atlanta do as a home favorite? Pretty shitty. They were 7-13 against the spread as a home favorite last year. They were 18-23 against the spread at home, period. And they were 12-19 against the spread last season as a favorite. I think Brandon Ingram's going to be on fire. I think a healthy Scotty Barnes is going to be a problem. When Toronto falls behind in games, unlike a lot of teams in this league, they don't wave the white flag. They tend to scrap back, which is why we like to cover with them. When they're getting points against teams, we think that, frankly, they can beat outright. Tonight would be one of those. Second down, Beltway Ben.
Yes, second down. We are going to go to Musa Diabate over 7.5 points. You get that at minus 112. You can also take 10 plus at plus 190. You can make that an official play as well. I think he has a big night here. New starting center in Charlotte. We know Mark Williams. We heard the trade deadline rumors, and that was a weird situation with the injuries. They wanted to get him out, so they ended up finding a way to send him to Phoenix in this offseason. LaMelo Ball's passing ability changes everything for everybody on the court. LaMelo will find guys cutting the basket. Diabate's athletic, can finish way above the rim, and he's going to be their starting center. They trust him enough to move on from Mark Williams, who played pretty good basketball for them last year. He was over this pretty regularly when Mark Williams was out last season because we know he missed a bunch of games as he always does. I do think Diabate scores 8. That's no issue. And we need him to get to 10 plus for plus 190. That's weird to me because it's 2 more points. If he's going to go over 7.5, to me, he's probably going over 10 plus.
Yeah.
And I know they're getting Brandon Miller back who can score, and Bridges lost some weight, and there's talk that he's going to be better this year. But I still trust Diabate to go over the 7.5 and score 10 plus in this one.
Beltway Ben, it's time for me to sing. It's what the people have been waiting for. These are
everybody will be on.
Champions. These are the champions. We got that, and we got do. I'm loving the confluence of the NBA
It's
and the
awesome.
Champions League. Let's hammer the Champions League. Let's go to Anfield. Well, technically we're going to Frankfurt, but it's Liverpool against Frankfurt. If you watch this show at all, you know we like Frankfurt overs. Their games are bonkers. How bonkers are they? These are total goals scored in Eintracht Frankfurt games this year. 4-3. That was the 3-0 to Bayern Munich where Frankfurt should have had at least one. 6. That was Champions League against Atletico Madrid. 5 scored from the boys from Madrid, but still 6 total goals. 10, 7, 6, 4, 4, 5, 5. Eintracht Frankfurt have played 10 competitive matches this season. There have been 54 total goals scored in those matches. Liverpool hurt us over the weekend. They hit the bar 4 times. Cody Gakpo hit it 3 times himself. Cody Gakpo, anytime goal today, plus 175. We gave you Holland yesterday. Gakpo, anytime goal today, plus 175. Liverpool have lost 4 straight. They're talking about their manager, who just won the title, being in trouble. This streak cannot go on any longer. They should have had at least 3 against Man U over the weekend. Like, if you can't score on Eintracht Frankfurt, you've got problems. They're having difficulty figuring things out up front. Mo Salah looks washed, and Alexander Isak doesn't fit. I bet he maybe starts on the bench today. I'd have Ekitike running around with Gakpo. I think there'll be some ability to slice and dice Frankfurt with those guys running up top. So, look, I can't imagine there's not goals here. Frankfurt has a terrible goal differential already in Champions League, and look what happened yesterday. It's getting batshit crazy. They have to attack at home. Liverpool can't keep getting shut out. They can't hit the post 4 more times today. They're overdue for the football gods to smile on them. Both teams score. We get 4 goals here. And again, Cody Gakpo, the football gods owe him one after stifling him and us on Sunday against Man U. So that's where we are on that match. 3rd down, Beltway Ben.
Going to a play I really like for this matchup. Matas Buzelis over 21.5 points and rebounds. No Kobe White, which is massive for this prop. When you look at what they did, you don't have Levine. You moved him last year at the deadline. Giddey took a massive step forward. We know that. It was awesome. Giddey is a great basketball player. That being said, defenses have to go out of their way to stop him. And there's more set on him, more pressure on him, more attention his way. And I do like Giddey. I think he's going to have a strong night. But beside him, Buzelis, this is a perfect opportunity for him. This is a confident kid, and he's efficient scoring in the preseason. He's been an efficient scorer through his career. He's not shot chucking, which sometimes you'd rather have that for your player bets because at some point they're going to knock some shots down. But even with that, I mean, he was having lots of success scoring last year before they traded guys. He was good all year. He was solid, and it's a year of growth. We saw him take a step forward. He might be the best player from that draft, but I do think he goes over the 21.5 points and rebounds here at minus 110.
Like it. 4th down, it is going to. This has become a little bit of a catch-all. Sometimes it's 4th and long, a long-term bet, a futures bet. Maybe it's a bet that's 2 or 3 days ahead of time. That'll be a 4th and long. I'm going to fudge this as a 4th and short, Beltway Ben, because it involves our guys, the mighty Bear, doing what they always do, scoring and winning the first half. If you watch this show at all, you know we love betting Bayern Munich. Frankly, it's a nice side for the Jupiter League in Belgium, but this is a major jump up in weight class for them. If this game was being played in Belgium, maybe I'd have a little bit of trepidation, but Bayern can score anytime on anybody, anywhere. And them in the Alliance Arena with hat-trick Harry in tremendous form, we're playing this match a bunch of different ways. We love Bayern half full. They come out, they press you early, they turn you over, they get an early goal, and then you have to play the game at their pace. So we love the half full. Like Bayern to win this by at least a goal. The betting markets have them favored by 2 goals or more, so we're going a little conservative there. Harry Kane, anytime goal. He's played 2 Champions League games. He's got 2 in both of them. He's played 7 games in die Bundesliga. He's got 12. Is the Club Brugge defense going to be able to stop him? I doubt it. I doubt it. They play through him. He takes the penalties. He might be the best penalty taker in the world. He scores inside the box. He scores outside the box if you watch the show. You know my spiel. Harry Kane, could he get 3 today? If he plays more than 60 minutes, quite possibly. 4th down. So that's, again, for Spotifyers. Bayern half full. Bayern -1. Harry time goal, +140. Sorry, I got to get better with that. But wait, Ben, 4th and whatever.
Yeah, 4th and short. We're going with a few guys to go over their first quarter. We'll start here with Desmond Bain. 3+ first quarter points. I think in Orlando we're going to see a lot of scoring from him. They need it. And when you have a guy like Paolo and then you also have Franz, those 2 can do it. But outside of them, Bain's the guy. They gave up a lot for him, and we talked about it in the offseason. I think that might push them over the top in a year where there's a lot of injuries, but we'll see. Embiid, 4+ first quarter points. I mean, is he going to go to the free throw line 8 times in the first quarter? He's going to be on the floor. We know that he can score however he wants. He can shoot the 3 a little bit. He goes to the free throw line more than anybody in the league. I'm confident he gets us 4 first quarter points in his return. And then CJ McCollum, 4. This is -102 that gets you there. CJ McCollum, it was 4-5 in those matchups with the Wizards in the preseason. Now, this is a guy that wants to show the youth what he can do. And he's also probably playing for a trade deadline move. That's what I see. He wants to go to a winner. He wants to win. So should be able to score 4+ first quarter points with the lack of scoring that the Wizards have overall. I like Desmond Bain, 3+ first quarter points. Joel Embiid, 4+ first quarter points. CJ McCollum, 4+ first quarter points. -102.
Excellent. Overtime, I've got 2 plays because these are the champions. And we've been betting the Champions League. Let's go back to Munich, Alliance Arena. Okay, I'm going to give it out first so I get used to this. Bayern to score 3.5, over 3.5 goals. So Bayern to score 4 goals. Harry Kane to score at least half those goals. Harry Kane, 2+ goals. And Bayern to score first, +250. Why do we like Bayern to score first? They haven't played behind all year. They basically scored first in every match. They play a high press. They turn you over inside your own 18. They convert long balls off the counter. They can also turn you over inside the 18, inside the 30, and turn that into goal-scoring opportunities. They have 4 players who I would deem to be elite finishers. And look, they played with their food last week against Dortmund at home. They should have had 3 or 4 in the first half. It didn't happen. They took their foot off the gas. It got a little messy. I don't see that happening against a lesser opponent at home here. So they've been averaging over 4 goals a match in the Bundesliga. At home, I think they put up 4. Look at what people were doing yesterday, putting up 6s and 7s. You're competing in the table, right, for where you're going to finish when we get into the next stage. I don't see them taking their foot off the gas. Harry Kane, as I mentioned, he's already scored twice in both Champions League games. He's averaging 2 goals a game in the Bundesliga. He's playing a lesser defense. And Bayern scoring first. They're doing that in every match. I don't see Club Brugge getting the first goal in this match. Double overtime. How about Bayern to win by at least 2? If they win by 2, we push that part of this parlay. But Bayern -2. Chelsea to win and at least 2 goals in that Frankfurt-Liverpool game we already talked about. That is +275. We've covered Bayern. We've covered that, what we think is going to be a match that has at least 4 goals in it in Frankfurt today. Chelsea's playing Ajax. Ajax haven't won on the road since April 13th of last year. Chelsea at the Bridge, Stamford Bridge, have been playing great ball. Chelsea looks good in Champions League. And again, Chelsea's another team that's going to look around with Arsenal putting up a 4 spot yesterday. I don't think they take their foot off the gas. Ajax just lost at home to AZ Alkmaar back in the Eredivisie over the weekend. I don't like what I've seen from Ajax. I think the Eredivisie is down as a league overall, and Ajax might only be like the 4th best team in the Eredivisie. But you know who we do like in the Eredivisie? We like PSV Eindhoven, who did the job for us. How about us hitting both those bets in the first half, Beltway Ben, yesterday? The BTTS and the over 2.5. Get it out of the way in the first half against Napoli. Then spank their ass in the second half. What do you have in overtime, Ben?
Overtime, we're going to go to the NBA parlay. I know we usually do football or football, but I think I did a WNBA one once. We shake it up.
It's all good, man.
We shake it up.
This is our show. We make up the rules.
Yeah, absolutely.
With a little help from Odyssey. Hat tip to Odyssey. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Milwaukee Bucks on the money line. Shaden Sharp, 15-plus points. Devin Booker, 20-plus points. And it's minus 132. We're paying a little bit of juice. There might not be somebody more high on Shaden Sharp than I am. This is going to be a year of growth for him. We're going to see a massive step forward. And I'm not guessing that. I'm pretty confident in that. With the way he plays, he was younger in college. It's going to take some time for him to get right. He's there. I think this is a big year scoring for him. 15-plus points should be no issue on opening night. The Bucks money line. They're playing the Wizards. Period.
No sense.
What else needs to be said here?
I'm just going to give it out now, and I'll get to it on another show. Go ahead and lay the 7.5 there against the Wizards on Friday. The early line, they're going to Dallas. Go ahead and lay the 7.5 with Dallas. You can get on it now, early line against the Wizards.
I don't know that the Bucks lay down at all here. I think we're going to see a lot of scoring from them. Their defense is good enough, and that Miles Turner move, I know he's banged up, but that changes things to me. Brook Lopez is old and slow. Turner gives them a good shooter, will play defense, is aggressive, and brings a mindset that we've seen with Bobby Portis, we've seen with Giannis. That changes things for them. They have a chip on their shoulder, and starting against the Wizards at home, that should be a no-doubter. Devin Booker, 20-plus points to finish it. Nobody is there with him. Mark Williams, not filling up the scoring sheet when you have scorers around him. Devin Booker can really, really score when he wants. I know assists are a look for tonight because you're going to have a lot of defenders coming at him, pushing on him, bridging, trying to get other guys the ball. Devin Booker scored 20 tonight, in my opinion, because he has to. Jalen Green's up. Once Jalen Green returns, you'll have someone else who can fill it up. But until then, Devin Booker has to keep them in games. He just has to. There's no way around it. So I think he scores 20. Shaden Sharp scores 15, and the Bucks on the money line at minus 132.
Beltway Ben, my friend, let the people know what the fook's been going on around here at WannaBet. We are the champions. We are the champions. There you go. Find you another bet show that covers all the ground we do, that does all the crazy shit we do, and that cashes like we do. Oh, and is fully transparent, holds themselves to account, beats themselves up when they're bad, tell you what they're bad at, tell you what they're good at. It doesn't exist. At least I see a little bit of it in the European. I don't see it in this country. That's for damn sure. So anyway, you can get all our bets in real time at the Super Discord and our buddy Eric Casillas, who's killing college and pro football. You can find us on Twitter at WannaBetWithUs. Go to www.wannabetwithus.com. You can get all the different platforms we're on. You can listen to us. You can watch us. I'll get better for the Spotifyers at saying every single bet. We love this new operating program we have, but we're still working out some kinks, so we apologize for any glitches. You want to bet. We want to bet. We can't wait to bet with you again tomorrow. Let's have a 3 lobster night, Beltway Ben.